Sup my lovely wishes, welcome back to another Jump Force video, even though this video is a little bit different. This is a video of how I went to and won a local tournament for Jump Force. Now I imagine there won't be a lot of local tournaments for Jump Force, so I just wanted to kind of share with you guys what my experience was, the context around all of this, the prizes, I mean everything. So this was a FNAC tournament. FNAC is a store where you go to buy, I don't know, the latest gaming consoles, video games, electronics like phones, laptops, and they even have books and tabletop games. So if you don't have a FNAC nearby, that's the kind of store that it is. And sometimes they hold these tournaments. This one was in collaboration with a group called Inigon, which is a group that just creates and organizes esports tournaments around the country. Now, I'm gonna bash the idea of a competitive Jump Force tournament in this video a lot. But when I do so, I don't want you guys to misinterpret that and think I'm criticizing either FNAC or Inigon. If anything, those guys were fantastic, really kind, and showed a lot of experience when putting together tournaments. So I would totally recommend them if you're trying to make your own event. Well, if you're in Portugal, for the 3 Portuguese people that are watching. But yes, a Jump Force tournament when the developers themselves said the game is not competitive, and I saw, oh, they're making a tournament for Jump Force and there's actually money on the line. I mean, it's credit store, but it's 150 euros for the first place, 100 for the second, and 50 euros for third place. It's a 300 euro tournament for a non-competitive game. Well, I thought to myself, that's probably easy money. I talked to Ian Rinigan, who streams on this channel every week, and he also edits some videos on the channel, and he also wanted to enter, even though he never played Jump Force. So 2 days before the tournament started, he came over to my house, I taught him some stuff, and he actually got quite decent just learning the game that day. The following day, he went to ranked and practiced a little bit, and day number 3 was tournament day. This is what the bracket looked like. I got a bye, so I had to wait a bit for my match to start. Rinigan, though, he was the very first player to go. He got a solid victory over Shuya. He messed up a lot, but even with just 3 days of practice, he already had enough skill to kind of overcome his own flaws and just adapt on the fly mid-match. So he made it to round 2 where he fought Mr. Dalm, and Mr. Dalm was like 2 or rather 3 players in this tournament who were just there to sort of try out the game. They were just there to have fun, they had no experience, so it ended up being a free win for Rinigan. And again, no disrespect to these players, it's someone that doesn't have the game at home, wanted to try it out, why not just do it in a tournament? I mean, you get your ass beat, but you can't expect anything else, right? At least you get your hands on the game and you get a feel for it. My turn finally came fighting a guy called Wild Pants who actually knew how to counter Aizen, so that was a very scary round 1, but after a little adaptation, I just took both matches 1-2-0. And moved on to the top 8. Top 8 is where the problem started for Rinigan. He fought Kurosaki, who was, let's say, the one player that actually kind of scared me when I first saw him play in this tournament. He ran a very scary team of characters, like 3 very strong characters, but no good assists, so that could be my salvation. Nevertheless, with the amount of stuff that just happens in Jump Force, it can be a very confusing game. It can be a game that, you know, just a lot of BS happens and there's nothing you can do about it. And on top of that, this was actually Jump Force version 1.0. Yeah, the game was not updated, which meant a lot of loading screens. And let me tell you, the performance updates for Jump Force did so much, and you can only tell once you roll back to 1.0, because there were so many moments where the frame rate just got atrocious in this game. Something that I still think happens on a base PS4. I mainly play on a PS4 Pro, so I don't feel it that often. But nevertheless, it just happened all the time in version 1.0. So if anything, those performance patches were top-notch. They really did a lot to improve the game. Anyway, Rinigan versus Kurosaki. This was the first defeat for Rinigan. He got knocked down to loser's bracket. Kurosaki moved on to winner's finals, where I hope to meet him afterwards after beating Vanish. I got sort of a free win against Vanish, not just because of skill, but also because, you know, Aizen stuff happened. So winner's finals, it's me versus Kurosaki, and he actually took the first round, sort of confirming my fears and expectations regarding this guy. He definitely knew what he was doing. I definitely needed to change my playstyle a little bit, and yes, I am definitely running Ryo Saiba here because it's patch 1.0. Remember how broken that assist was? In the end, Ryo Saiba is what gave me the win. I ended up coming back against Kurosaki, getting those 2 victories, knocking him down to loser's bracket, where he would fight Ian Rinigan, who fought through loser's bracket all the way to loser's finals, only to meet Kurosaki again. It was a lot closer this time around. Rinigan just sort of picked up Ryo Saiba from watching me play him during the actual tournament, because when he practiced at home, he never used Ryo Saiba. Ryo Saiba's rockets got its tracking severely nerfed, so he's just been practicing Kakashi. But seeing how efficient those rockets were, he just kind of picked them up mid-tournament. Which if you're watching, you might go, oh yeah, I mean, it's easy, Rio Saiba's it. But we're talking about a guy who picked up this game 2 days before the tournament. And the timing for calling Rio Saiba compared to the timing that you call Kakashi is different. Adapting to that timing mid-tournament, I think just speaks mountains of Rinnegan's skill for fighting games overall. Unfortunately, that was the end of the journey for Rinnegan. Kurosaki did get the best of him. Still, Rinnegan got 3rd place with 2 days of practice. It was a tight match, but Kurosaki would come back to the winner's bracket to fight me on grand finals, and this was a best of 5 now, which once again, Kurosaki made me work for it, but I did end up getting him 3-1. And I think my final words in the tournament need no translation.
Why is it never broken?
That's kind of how the tournament went, but I want to say that I don't feel proud of winning it. In fact, every player that was there just knew how broken this game was, or at least every player that was, you know, taking the tournament a little bit seriously and trying to win. Everyone knew no one was winning because of skill. I mean, there was a little skill involved. It was definitely not a free win, even if I was using broken stuff. I mean, Kurosaki was also using some broken characters, so a little skill had to be involved to beat him, but there was also just a lot of luck and a lot of Aizen BS happening all the time. And that's something that every player just kind of knew going in. So the result was a very fun tournament. A tournament where we would just laugh every time something stupid happened in this game. It became less about the competition and more about, you know, bonding. Having a good time with pals that share the same interest, that actually wanted Jump Force to be a good game, and then got this as a result. So yeah, bottom line is, we probably will never see another Jump Force local. Not in this country, at least. Because everyone involved, and that includes the organization, realized just how stupid holding a tournament for this game actually is. But you know, after a tournament was put together, we just kind of went along with it. We just had a good time. We just laughed it off. And then I walked away with 150 euros of store credit. And I want to thank you guys for this store credit in a way. I wouldn't be able to get as good on Jump Force if I wasn't covering it for the channel, if I wasn't practicing it so regularly and getting to know the game deeper and deeper. So I'm taking this 150 and I'm putting it back in the channel. There's a couple of gear upgrades that I've been thinking of, stuff that will help the quality of the channel, quality of the videos. And I think I can get this stuff at Fnac, I'm not sure. But either way, I'm not spending this for myself. I'm spending this for the channel. Because if I got this reward, it was because of you. Because you watched my videos, because you liked, because you did all of that stuff. But yeah, the end is near. I am sort of done with this game. I want to have one last ranked session. If it goes well, it goes well. If it goes bad, it goes bad. But after that, I'm dropping this game until DLC. I want to thank you all for coming on this journey with me, and I hope you guys stick around as I cover other anime games. But hey, if not, it was nice to meet you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Hope you enjoyed the experience of a local tournament for Jump Force. I just kind of wanted to share this with you. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.